Hi, ladies. Welcome to training versus cardio. So, couple of important things to think about when it comes to our exercise programs. So, if you have gone from being a couch potato to jumping into a fitness program, you need to kind of ease yourself in a little bit. And I'm totally speaking to you from my own personal experience. I went from couch surfing to doing a boot camp style workout. Um, right from the couch to the gym, and I really struggled in the beginning to be able to even complete some of the exercises that were demoed at the gym, just because I was so out of shape. And so it took a little bit for me to ease in, and it was kind of hard on my little feels, in that when I first started going to the gym, I would sometimes sit in my car and cry after the workout because I was embarrassed that I was not able to do some of the exercises that everybody else seemed to have not a problem doing at all. But it took some time to build up the some muscle tone and some endurance to be able to do some of the workouts and that were required of me. So it's really important for you to get started, but also to give yourself a little bit of be patient with yourself and allow yourself the opportunity to become proficient at different styles of exercise, that type of thing. Um, so that's kind of what I did to start building strength. So that's my favorite style of workout versus anything else, is going to a boot camp. And I know I've talked about this in previous videos, in that it's something that I don't have to plan for, something I don't have to organize. I just show up at the gym. My workouts are organized for me, and I'm able to just do what the workout requires and then carry on with the rest of my day. And the importance of going and doing exercise is to build strength and build muscle. So, cardio, flipping the gears, going, well, let's talk about muscle first. So when we are building muscle, but a lot of women worry about getting really bulky. You see women in fitness competitions in their little bikinis, and they're flexing and they're all muscly, and those women train incredibly hard and are on an incredibly tight, well monitored diet in order to build up that kind of muscle mass. Me, as a 55-year-old lady going to boot camp, I am not going to build muscle mass like that unless I'm very intentional about it. So don't worry about getting muscly and getting bulky. By working out and doing strength training, you will start to look really lean and strong. And that was something that was important to me, was to look strong, not necessarily to be bulky. So building muscle will make you look lean and strong. So I've heard other comments made that, well, muscle weighs more than fat. So if I start gaining weight, it's because I'm gaining muscle. There is some truth to that, but at the end of the day, muscle and fat, a pound of muscle and a pound of fat, they both weigh a pound. So muscle does not weigh more than fat, but when you start to build muscle, potentially you could gain some weight, but more likely, if you have body fat to lose, when you start tracking your calories and losing body fat, and then you start working out strength training and building muscle, you're going to lose fat, gain muscle. So potentially, maybe those numbers won't be as significant as maybe what you think they should be, because you're now starting to gain some muscle. So you're replacing fat with muscle. So, which is a good thing. There's an example in this module of a lady that weighs 180 pounds pre-working out. She is softer and fluffier looking. And then there is a picture of her side by side at 181 pounds, and she is strong and lean and really looks really, really confident and strong. And so What she has done is lost a lot of body fat and gained a lot of muscle. And so her weight has stayed the same. So that's one of the reasons why I don't want you to get super, super focused on the number on the scale. Is if you're working out and you're adding muscle, you are gaining muscle numbers as you're losing body fat. So maybe those numbers are going to be a little bit closer together. You might lose 10 pounds of fat and gain 10 pounds of muscle, and the number on the scale is going to stay the same. So what's the importance of gaining strength and gaining muscles? Well, it's what muscle supports all your joints, your hips, your knees, your wrists, your elbows, your ankles. Your body is supported by muscle. And I know before I started working out, I used to like bend over to pick up something that might be a little bit heavier, and I could almost feel my back slipping out of place. And it always used to kind of startle me a little bit, like, oh, felt like my back just about went out. I have not had that happen for years since I started exercising and adding muscle. Now my core is supported by the muscle that I've built. And so that supports my back, and I don't have to worry about that happening anymore. So as we age, and a lot of the women that are in my community are 50 plus, that's my age. And so I tend to attract women that are around that age range. And we as women at that age need to have focus more on muscle and strength training than we do on cardio. So cardio is important for heart and lungs. So flipping gears back to cardio. Cardio does not have to be running. It doesn't have to be doing anything aggressive. As far as a cardio exercise, going for walks is actually one of the very, very best things that you can do for cardio for your heart and lung health. And so if you walk, or if you like to hike, or if you like to bike ride, or cross country ski, or snowshoe, any of those exercises that get your heart rate up and get your lungs taking in more air, these are cardio style exercises that are good for your heart and lungs. You also, though, really need some strength training. Muscle burns fat. So if you're powering your muscles in the gym and training your muscles, and I don't mean training as in the fitness girls, I mean just going and doing a strength training workout. If you're training your muscles are strengthening, they're breaking, you're tearing them down in the gym. That's why you're sore when you finish a workout. The next day you wake up and you can hardly get out of bed, and you can't sit on the toilet for a pee because your legs are dying after you did leg day yesterday. Your muscles have been torn and they are rebuilding. And as they rebuild, they get bigger and stronger. So that doesn't sound all that exciting or that nice to think about your muscles tearing, but essentially that's what you're doing, is you're tearing the muscle fibers, and then the soreness is your muscles healing and rebuilding and growing stronger and stronger. So I personally like feeling my muscles. I like to know that I've got muscle tone in my legs. I like feeling my abs. There might be still a little body fat on there, but I know my six pack is under there somewhere. And just feeling stronger, being able to do things that maybe you haven't been able to do before. And it is a really great feeling to know that you have strength and that you've built muscle and that you're working towards those goals. So I think that strength training is a really important piece to add. Now, you don't have to go to the gym. I go to a boot camp. I've also gone to a traditional style gym in the past, where you're working out on different machines, those kinds of things. If you enjoy doing that, then definitely look at getting a gym membership or continuing on with your gym membership if that's what you're already doing. But you don't have to do heavy duty weights in order to build muscle. You can build muscle with your own body weight. How I know that? Do some push-ups. You are actually lifting your entire body weight up off the floor with your lats and your shoulders and your arms. And if you can crank out 100 push-ups, you are a rock star, because they are super hard to do, because you are lifting your body weight. And while you're doing that, you're building your shoulders, you're building your arms, you're building your lats, you're building strength through your pecs. So push-ups are a great exercise. Lunges, you could do walking lunges across your house and walking lunges back to the other side of your house. You can do squats. You can do tricep dips off the edge of your dining room chair. There's definitely exercises, and all you need to do is do a little bit of research. You can go on YouTube and look for different workouts. I used during COVID, an app called FitOn, and they had tons and tons and tons of different exercises in there that you could do. And all you need is a few hand weights and a few, maybe some tension bands. Using a Bosu ball can be really great as well. And just get creative and try different things and find the things that you really love. But if you wake up the next day and your muscles are sore, you know you've done something right. And then you can work on a different body part. So make sure that you're adding at least 3 strength training days into your workout throughout your week. So if you're working out 4 days a week, do 3 days of strength training and 1 day of cardio. Just so that you get a little bit of cardio in there, or you do strength training workouts 4 times a week and then add your cardio in either before or after. Do a 20-minute walk, or go for a bike ride or a snowshoe or something like that. So that's strength training versus cardio. And I will see you all in the next video.